Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. So, look, this Devin Haney glazing needs to stop. All right? It needs to stop, right? I played you a video a couple of days ago, right? A Devin Haney channel talking about Devin Haney is going to be a Hall of Famer, especially if he was to beat Brian Norman Jr. So, listen, I'm going to play you some more content on the same subject. Have a listen.
With Jose Ramirez. This would make Devin Haney a 3-division champion, and in my opinion, he beats Brian Norman. This is going to make him a Hall of Famer.
Wow. Can you... You see these Devin Haney channels, they're making videos, pumping up Devin Haney. They're keeping Devin Haney in the limelight. That's what they're trying to do. Constantly talking about Devin Haney. This has been going on for about a year now. Little over a year before the Ryan Garcia fight. Before the Prograis fight, I would say it was. And that's what they've been talking about. Devin Haney. About a year and a half, let's just say. And they come out with these ridiculous statements like that. Devin Haney, if he beats Brian Norman Jr., he becomes a first ballot Hall of Famer. How? What? Are you serious? Listen some more.
I know people are going to say for being Brian Norman hasn't beaten anybody.
You damn right Brian Norman hasn't beaten anybody. No disrespect to Brian Norman Jr. He's on the come up. He knocked out Jin Sasaki in Tokyo, Japan. He made a big name for himself. Right now he's hot property, signed by Top Rank, on the Top Rank books and that. And no disrespect, if Devin beats him, he's not no Hall of Famer. I don't know where you get this from, right? Fight Brian Norman Jr. Personally, I think Brian Norman Jr. wins that fight. But if Devin was to beat him, he does not become a Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame. Can you hear how these guys are destroying? They're destroying the sport of boxing with this stupid, pathetic takes and these commentaries. It's ridiculous.
It's the accomplishment itself. Brian Norman is the WBO welterweight world champion. Okay, so if he beats him, this makes him a 3-division champion and the undisputed lightweight first major full sanction belt lightweight 135-pound champion in boxing history.
You see how you got tongue-tied there? It makes him the first undisputed. Let me see if I can rewind that so you have a little listen to that again. Makes him the first undisputed. What has Brian Norman Jr. got to do with Devin Haney's undisputed status? Brian Norman Jr. fights at 147. Devin Haney was undisputed at 135. There's no link between that. What's he talking about?
Champion and the undisputed lightweight first major accomplishment itself. Brian Norman is the WBO welterweight world champion. Okay, so if he beats him, this makes him a 3-division champion and the undisputed lightweight first major full sanction belt lightweight 135-pound champion in boxing history to hold all 4 titles at 135. So
this is glazing in its finest form.
This is huge for both guys. For Brian Norman, this starts to transfer him over into the superstardom, okay? Where he has these last 3 brutal knockout victories in his career, and he went to Japan, brutally knocked out Jin Sasaki.
Well, that's what I feel he's going to do to Devin Haney if they ever make that fight. But personally, and honestly, what my honest opinion is, the Haneys are not going to fight the Normans. They're not going to fight the Normans. Trust me. I would state it. They're not going to fight. They're just using Brian Norman Jr.'s name for clout, right? And then when the clout runs out, they'll move on to someone else. Devin wanted to fight Tio. Yeah, he would fight Tio, but he's not going to fight Brian Norman Jr. And I stand on that. Anyway, look, I just thought I'd just point this out quickly because this is part of the reason why American boxing is in the state that it is in right now. Because you got these clown content creators making content like this, pumping up fighters like Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a good fighter, and he's a good. I was about to call him a prospect. He's a champion, but he's a good fighter with prospects of being a great fighter. But when you got people like this pumping you up before you've even got there, then it kind of destroys the recipe. It kind of destroys the flow. They did the same thing to Deontay Wilder. He did the same thing to Errol Spence Jr. And now they're doing the same thing to Devin Haney. Enough said. Do us a favor, smash the like button, hit that bell for notifications to get all the new latest videos.